already probably tell from the title, I have a big announcement. I'm getting a relaxer! Yay! Psych! No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. No, but for real, my announcement is that I'm pregnant. Yes, I am pregnant. If you follow me on Instagram, then you probably already know, because I posted, I believe, like 2 weeks ago, maybe a week and a half ago, something like that, that I was pregnant. So I'm about 6 weeks going on 7 weeks. Step back a little bit. I actually had my period. I was having my period, and then my period went off and I started spotting. So I'm like, what in the world is going on? Like a few days after my period, what I thought was my period, went off, I started spotting. So I'm like, what in the world is going on here? So I talked to my sister who's a nurse, and she was like, take a pregnancy test. So I'm thinking, I don't need to take a pregnancy test because I know I'm not pregnant. I just had my period, so ain't no way I can be pregnant. So I waited a few more days, and the spotting stopped a little bit, and then it came back. So I'm like, okay, what's really going on? So I told my sister again. She was like, take a pregnancy test, rule that out, and then if you're not pregnant, then go to the doctor and see what's going on. So I said, okay, let me get up, go to the store, get this pregnancy test. Went to the store, got a pregnancy, it came 2 in a box. And the whole while I'm walking through the store getting ready to pay for the thing, and even when I got home, I was like, I just wasted my money because ain't no way I'm pregnant. I just had my period. Take the first test, the little line went across, and then another one started to come. And I'm like, hold up. Oh, what? So I was like, okay, let me take this other test. Took the other test. That one did the same exact thing, and I'm just standing there in shock. I'm like, what? Yes. And I've had this conversation about my attempts or trying to get pregnant with this same sister that I'm talking about. And she was like, just stop trying, because the more you try, the more you're going to be disappointed when it don't happen. So just stop trying, stop thinking about it, and just let it happen, because that's when it usually happens, when you're not thinking about it or when you're not trying so hard. So I did that, and I'm pregnant. And then even after I took that second test, I was like, no, I need to get a third opinion, because you can't always trust home pregnancy tests. So I was like, I need to go to the doctor and let the doctor tell me this for me to believe this. So I went to the doctor, and sure enough, the nurse came back in the room and said, well, our test is positive too. Wow. I was so shocked, and even my sister, she was like, I could tell you're shocked. And I was really, really shocked and surprised and happy and feeling blessed all at the same time. And they were like, well, sometimes we bleed a little bit, when it would be normally time for our period to start. So I guess that's what it was. This whole experience of finding out that I'm pregnant is really exciting, because if it were up to me and my husband, we would have had another child a few years ago, because we've been trying for about at least 2 years now to have another baby, and nothing ever happened. We weren't using any type of birth control or anything like that, so we were actively trying to have another child, but it never happened for about 2 years, if not longer. So this definitely let me know that God is in control at all times. Nothing happens outside of His time. When He's ready for it to happen, it will happen. Because if it was up to us, I don't know why I'm saying this. If it were up to us, we would have had another child a long time ago. Well, not a long time ago, but about 2.5 years ago, I'd say. So this was definitely an eye-opener. And I definitely have more empathy and compassion for women that have been medically deemed infertile, because at one point I was beginning to think that I was infertile or something was wrong. So it took a toll on me, like as far like emotionally and mentally and things like that, because the thought of not being able to produce a child, even though I already have 2, but you want another one and you're not able to do it, so it can take a toll on you. So I definitely have more empathy and more compassion for women who are medically deemed infertile, or who've been trying for years on top of years on top of years and have had unsuccessful attempts to have a baby, their own baby. So it definitely opened my eyes to that not everybody can jump in the sheets and come out with a baby every time. So it's so easy for some people to get pregnant, and it's a lot harder for other people to get pregnant. This definitely let me know that God is in control all the time. When He's ready for something to happen, it will happen. No matter how bad you want it, no matter how much you cry for it, and I cried, it's not gonna happen until He wants it to happen. Plain and simple. I actually had a couple of people actually tell me, oh, I thought you had your tubes tied, or things like that, something to do with me having my tubes tied. And I have no intentions on getting my tubes tied at all. I'm the type where God's word says, be fruitful and multiply. So that's what I plan to do. I have not been on birth control or anything like that. If God doesn't want me to have any more children, He won't allow me to have any more children. If God blesses me with children, then He's going to provide a way for those children to be taken care of. Point blank, period. So I'm not the type to where I'm going to cut off when I'm going to have kids. That's not me. That's not the way that I'm set up. It's not the way my body is set up. I don't have control over my body, obviously, because if I did, I would have been pregnant about 2 years ago. Let me know if y'all want to see any type of videos regarding my pregnancy. I'm going to keep on vlogging every now and then like I've been doing. But if you want to see any specific videos on my pregnancy, let me know. I don't even know if any of you guys are expecting. So if you are, let me know down below. Let me know how far along you are, what you want to have, all that good stuff. Because when you get pregnant, you get really excited. So I'm very excited, and I'm so grateful and so thankful to God for this, because it's been a long time coming. I'm praying for a healthy pregnancy, a healthy baby, healthy delivery, all of that good stuff.